Hey guys, welcome back to Behind the Feast. Today we have a new gimbal support system to talk about, and this one, surprisingly, doesn't require a mechanical arm. Let's talk about it. So today we'll be discussing the Tilta lightweight dual handle gimbal support system, not to be mistaken with the Tilta float dual handle support system. So this one features these two arms. It features this thing we'll talk about later. And it features a belt and shoulder harness system. Here, let me get this out here. So this setup is definitely different from the setups we talked about in the past. It's not so much a system of stabilizing yourself, but more of a setup of giving yourself relief from the weight. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to attach these handles like I will here. So first you want to kind of open them up, kind of get them set up to like a 90-degree angle. Roughly, you can always fix it up once it's on there. And they'll come on from the bottom. So this is how you want it to be set up on your gimbal. It's that easy. Now, you do want them to be pointed up. Some of you might be thinking, oh, I'd rather have them pointed down. That could be good on its own, but for this setup, they do need to be pointed up. So, first thing we're gonna throw on here is the belts. So, I'm gonna move the gimbal to the side so you can see better. So first you wanna make sure it's right side up. You can see by the Tilta logo being right side up. And you're gonna put that around here. And you're gonna strap in right there. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put on this shoulder harness setup. And that straps together right here. Now that that's set up, you have this piece here. Now this piece fastens on to the belt right here to hold the gimbal. Now you can use either this setup or this one. Now this round one is designed to keep your tripod on and support it like that. Now I prefer this one because this one actually takes the size of the battery here. You'll see that very briefly. The reason I prefer that one is when I was on shoots and I was kind of up and filming and I needed to put it down quickly, I found I had issues just like this here where it didn't quite fit in properly and I had to keep making an adjustment. And when you're on the shoot, you want things to kind of go in smoothly. So that's why I don't really use that one. You might find that it works for you. So here I'm going to now attach this. And before I attach it, if you want to, of course, make this like tighter or looser in its movement, there's a flat tip screw right here that you can use to tighten or loosen it once it's in the right position. But I got that set before I started rolling, so I'm gonna put this on here. Okay, that's tight there. Okay, now we're going to attach the hooks that come with the shoulder harness. Just very simply connect that right there and connect that right here. Once those are connected, you then just lift it up. Take this off if you're using the battery handle, which I am using. And it just sits comfortably right there. And so this is a good way to give yourself a relief while you're filming. So you can be up filming like this, getting all the shots you need, normal gimbal style. And then once you have a break or a pause, or you're just kind of focused up in one place, you can just sit right here. And if you want to adjust the height, you just raise this up right here, and you can go a little bit higher. Now, of course, if you use this in between, you could probably get it up higher too. Of course, as I said, it's just a little bit more awkward to kind of put it in there than just do this. So I think this is definitely a very smooth and safe setup. You can definitely tighten the belt as much as you need to keep that secure. Now that the cart's out of the way, I can show you how you can really use this setup. So first, it's great for just kind of standing in place. If you're doing like a run and gun interview, you can kind of just post up right here. Maybe you're following a subject a little bit. Like they might be doing their own thing while they're talking, like for a documentary, like this would be great for that. It's also really good when it's time to move because you can do the same gimbal movements you're used to. And then once it takes over, time to rest, just click it in right there and you're good to go. You can talk about the next shot, You could even get into place, demo things, see how things look, set the next shot, and then you're ready to go. One thing I really did notice, it's actually really good for the low shots because you can literally just let it hang there. Turn the monitor up, and you can get really low stuff, only holding it with like a few fingers right here. So that's a really cool advantage of the setup that I really liked. And yeah, it's just overall very smooth. You can do adjustments right here when you're between shots. So overall, I really like this setup. So let's get the cart back in here and let's continue this review. My review is that this is a really good gimbal support system. It's not designed to stabilize you more. This is designed for somebody who's already pretty set with the gimbal walk they're doing, keeping things simple, keeping it run and gun. And it's just designed to give you a way to click the gimbal in right here and not have to be supporting the weight while you're perhaps looking at the next shot, figuring out what's going on next, or perhaps in run and gun situations, maybe shooting documentaries where you want to get quick interviews, you don't have time to set up a tripod and get things ready to go. You can go right from B-roll to interview, post up, get comfortable, and just kind of relax and record. And then when it's time, you can very quickly just lift off and you're ready to go. So I really like that about this setup. The only con I would have is this would be a perfect run and gun setup if you had controls on the handle here. Like if you had a thumbstick, a button to center your gimbal, or just be able to switch modes. Because I'm very used to having controls here with the dual handle support system and with the Tilta float, of course. And so to not have that, it was a bit awkward on shoots because I would go to try to make an adjustment and I have to move my hand down here. And you know, sometimes that time it takes you to move your hand down here, you might miss an opportunity. Who is this product for? I think this is definitely something that run and gun shooters should all consider. This definitely gives you a good control. These handles are really solid. Definitely good for all the different shots you would get, and to have the ability to click it in right here and be able to relax and not have to deal with all that weight. I think really just makes things a lot easier. It puts it in the category of like a ready rig or an easy rig without having to have the whole setup above you. Keeps everything really small. You don't have to really set up too much. You just throw it on, get this all set up, and then boom, ready to go. I think it's perfect just to make your life a little bit easier on set. So that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you really want to see more of our videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when reviews come out, make sure you hit the bell icon too. And again, now I want to reiterate, Tilta did send us this product for review. They did not get any input in the video, and they will not be seeing the video before upload. So this is our unbiased review. But I think that's a wrap. So I'll see you guys on the next Behind the Feast.